Hi again, it's story time with Nonna. Okay, now this story is also for one of my favorite adopted sons, Maddie Zach, out in Yuma, Arizona, where it's really, really hot. And this is by special request. So today we're reading Where the Wild Things Are. And this is the book that won the medal. This is the Caldecott medal. Yeah, so pretty awesome book. Okay, so do you guys want to read this book? Do you know it already? I bet you might. And there's movies about it too, right? Okay, let's go ahead and read. Where the Wild Things Are. Story and pictures by Maurice Sendak. Okay. All right. You ready? Yeah, okay. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind, there he is, wearing his wolf suit and making mischief of one kind, and another. Look, there he's making more mischief. Poor dog, harassing the dog. His mother called him Wild Thing. And Max said, I'll eat you up. So he was sent to bed without eating anything. Oof. He didn't really like that. Oh well, that's what happens. That very night, in Max's room, a forest grew. Oh my. Ooh. Because that's where the wild thing is, right? And grew. That's even more. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. That's in his bedroom. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max. And he sailed off through night and day. There he is, sailing off in his boat. And in and out of weeks and almost over a year to where the wild things are. He's a wild thing now, right? So he's got to go by where the wild things are. Okay. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. Oh my, that sounds very wild. There they are, roaring and gnashing and showing their teeth and their claws and rolling their eyes and everything. Till Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. Yikes. He gave him the scary eye. There he is. Oh my goodness, they're all so scared. So they stopped all their gnashing and roaring because he scared them. And they made him king of all wild things. And now, cried Max, Let the wild rumpus start! There he is, King Max. And he's saying, let the wild rumpus start. Woohoo! Oh, there they are having a rumpus. That's just like a wild little party. You can't really see what I'm showing you. There we go. Woohoo! There they are. All the wild things having a wild rumpus. Oh, more. Oh my goodness. There's more and more. All the wild things are just having a party. Oh my gosh. And more. More rumpus. More party. All the wild things. Now stop, Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. And then all around from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. There he is. See, now he's feeling lonely. Doesn't want to be the king so much anymore. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. There he goes, waving goodbye. And they all want him to stay and say, "Don't go, don't go." And sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day. There he is, sailing all the way far across the ocean over time. And into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. And there he is. Aw, now he's happy. Look at that, they put the supper on the table for him. And it was still hot, his supper. And that is the story of where the wild things are, and how Max became the king and then decided he didn't really want to be the king. There you go, Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak. It's a classic. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're having a good day. Okay, have a good night. Have good dreams.